vision that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Hello anyone and everyone, I am Echo, and today we're exploring RealMyst Masterpiece Edition. I apologize if anybody was a bit annoyed by the slow intro there, but that entire intro, the Cyan logo, the opening to the game's story, it all holds way too much nostalgia for me, so I had to leave it in there, and hopefully other people will grow to enjoy it as well, because this game, I'm not going to front load the entire explanation. I'll explain things as I play through the game, but basically this game is very special to me. It's one of the earliest video games that I ever played, so this is going to be kind of not a blind playthrough, because I have a, purely from memory, I know I'm familiar with some of the puzzles and stuff, but it's been an extremely long time, like nearly 10 years, since I actually last played this game. And so I don't actually remember the solution to any puzzles. And if I do end up accidentally stumbling on some of them and remembering them, that would be purely luck. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, RealMyst Masterpiece Edition is the HD upgraded remake of RealMyst, which is the fully 3D remake of Myst Masterpiece Edition, which is the updated version of regular Myst, which is a point-and-click adventure game in first person where you play some nameless dude or dudette without a voice or anything, and basically you go around and solve puzzles, and you find little bits of story here and there, and we'll be trying to find all those little bits of story hither and thither as we play through the game. Excuse me. Anyway, let's get started. The Myst book has landed in front of us in this weird black void of space. I never really understood why we start here, but whatever. It's landed in front of us. And it opens up, and there's our portal to the world of Myst. Just click on it and get transported away. And the mouse shows a little cursor of the dude falling, because he's literally falling through a portal in order to get here. We're going to use free roam modern controls. It basically just means that we can use WASD to look around, and as we're doing that, the mouse will look around the environment for us. And if we stop holding WASD and just stand still, then the mouse can move around freely in order to manipulate objects in the environment. I think it's actually a very good control scheme. And real quick, just have to check the settings here, because sometimes I've had to test this a few times for the recording and everything like that, and upon relaunching the game, and also sometimes on starting a new game, it seems to turn vertical sync off for some reason. Now, up to this point, all the videos on my channel have been 60 FPS, and this one is recording in 60 FPS, but the game is not actually running in 60 FPS, because with vertical sync on, it's going to be running at 30. And I need to do that because even though my computer is powerful enough to run it at 60 FPS, and I've tested it, even with the current settings you're seeing right here, my computer can kick this game into 60 FPS no problem, and it doesn't even drop down. Well, actually, with the grass on, it drops down. But with the grass off, it's a solid 60 FPS. But it has extremely aggressive screen tearing, and not everybody notices screen tearing, and if you're the type of person who doesn't notice screen tearing, then Frickin' congratulations on that. I am so jealous, because screen tearing, if you notice it, like, once you realize what screen tearing is, and you learn how to point it out, you can't unnotice it. Like, really at all. So anyway, this is like little basement. It's where the main character of the story, who we'll learn the name of later, kept some messages hidden. Try and press this button here and see what it shows us. Absolutely nothing. This is a holographic projector. Okay. Apparently that's not an on or off button. It's just like a button to activate it. But here, oh, nice little graphical glitch right there. We can see through the rocks. Wait, that's actually... It's not really a glitch. There's just literally a hole in the rocks. That's weird. That wasn't in the original version, as far as I remember. Yeah, I've never actually played the Masterpiece Edition of RealMyst. I've played Myst Masterpiece Edition, and I've played regular RealMyst. But never this particular version. It's the same. All the puzzle solutions are the same, but still, yeah, there's going to be little differences here or there, I'm sure. Anyway, settings for the dimensional imager, not holographic projector. I'm sorry, it's a dimensional imager. So, topographical extrusion test is 40, marker switch diagram 47, and water turbulent pool 67. Okay. So we press this button, the panel comes up, and you can see it's already set to 67, which should be the water turbulent pool. Which means when we press this, it shows us a pool for some reason. Oh yeah, and holding right click also lets us look around, which is more convenient when we don't want to be actually walking all around the place. Anyway, let's I don't think we can actually use the water turbulent pool thing yet, so I'm going to change it to 40 and see what it shows us for that. That's the topographical extrusion test. Whoops, no. Notice how the controls are perfect. Okay. That's just a 3D map of the island, if I remember correctly. And without any of the buildings, too. And actually, that's not the shape of the island. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the island doesn't have a gigantic mountain in the middle of it. The middle is pretty flat. So I'm not sure if this is a... this isn't actually important to any of the puzzles in the game, at least not that I can remember. But this is probably, I imagine, a picture of what the island used to look like. And, oh, shoot, I just realized the volume's probably getting pretty loud. Does it not have... Oh, there you go, volume, right there. Huh, whoopsie. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is probably just a, like, this is my best guess. That's probably what the island used to look like, and probably after Atrus showed up here, whoops, I spoiled his name. Atrus, the, like, main character of the story, showed up here. He probably started terraforming the world a bit, and, made it into the shape it is now. Either that, or this is a completely different area. I honestly don't know. It's been so long, I don't remember if the game ever explains exactly what that is, but, oh well. Next on the list is the marker switch diagram, which is 47. So we're going to put that up to 47. Okay, there you go. And this one is probably the most pointless of all of the possible holographic projections. It's just, It's just the switch boxes. There's a ton of them around the island. Oh yeah, a ton of them. Anyway, this, I don't remember what the water turbulent pool is for, but we're gonna set that to 67, just in case. And we'll be on our way out of here. Oh, this version also has a light that you can turn on that's tied to your mouse. Makes it a little bit easier to see, but I don't think we're ever going to really need it. Just a neat little feature that they added in. Also, obviously, the graphics are far better. They added a day and night cycle, procedurally generated weather to most, if not all, of the areas of the game. Over here, we've got giant honking gears that never move, if I remember correctly. In fact, they look a bit too big to move. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that would have hit the edge there. But oh well, whatever. All these switches, I don't remember exactly what they're for, but I remember we need to turn them all. So that's what we're going to do as we basically explore around the island. One of the best parts about Myst, in my opinion, is how the game's a little bit open-ended, because there's a whole bunch of different puzzles just on this island alone, not even to mention the other areas. And at least on this island, you can do the puzzles in technically any order. And it's just kind of, as you go and whatever you happen to explore, then there'll be, different puzzles to do on the different areas, and you can just kind of, do them however you see fit. And there's also, the clues for how to complete each of the puzzles, hidden all over. Now, excuse me. Catherine, I left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Yours, Atrus. So there you go. I didn't spoil it too far ahead. Atrus, the main character, and his wife is Catherine. So those are the marker switches. We need to count those and put the number of them into the thing under there. So there's 1 right there, 2, 3. Basically go around the whole island. It'll also act as a nice little tour. There's the spaceship that we never actually get to blast off to. Or blast off in, I mean. Anyway. 4. And I actually, I'm pretty sure all the switches need to be up to do whatever thing that is that you do with them. But I don't quite remember. Well, we'll find out eventually. That one, I don't think that one's connected to the same puzzle. Those two particular switch thingies up on those electrical poles. Oh well. So that's 5 and 6. And 7. Up here, that's a tree. Completely non-suspicious tree. I mean, really, most trees are surrounded by brick walls for no reason. 8 across the way there. We can't get there yet. Of course, obviously, there's water in the way, and, our character can't swim because, he is a human being, if you couldn't tell. Or she, whatever, it doesn't matter. Our character is a human being, and as everybody knows, humans can't swim, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get over there just yet. So that was 8 that I've counted so far. There's none in here. Nope, none in here at all. Okay. So let's go back, put 8 into the little diagram thingy, or number thing. I don't know what to call it. This thing. I don't know what you call this. Dial code checker thing, whatever. 8. Now, press the button and...
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agatha, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Sirius as well. Oh, I should have known better than to left my library and check for source. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in the places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until they're returned. If you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Yes, Catherine, erase the message, just to be safe. One of the things that, I'm not going to say like it's a rampant problem with the game, is that a lot of the technology kind of doesn't make sense. Like, this whole machine here has one button on it. It doesn't seem to have any other way to interact. So, how would she delete the message, you know? I don't know. It's one example of, how the artistic design of what all the technology is supposed to look like sort of takes precedence over the practicality of it, which I don't mind at all, because the game, all the Myst games have a very distinct style to them that's sort of a little bit steampunk-ish, but not really, I guess, if that makes any sense. So, oh well, yeah. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have. This is a good place to end the episode before I get into too much more stuff. I hope the introduction has been good enough to catch all your interests, and hopefully I won't screw up this amazing game, and I'll do it justice on my channel. I promise. Maybe. I'll see you all next time, and if you made it to the end of this episode, please consider leaving a comment. I would thank you very much for that. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.